need to be yourselves, including me. Like my brother in Christ, you don't need to act like you came from poverty for people to accept you. Like, bro, that's been such a big trend in the past couple of years. Yeah, be appreciative of what you had and what your parents worked for. Because cosplaying a broke person is one of the corniest things you can do. And I feel like a big part of this trend came from rap music. I'm gonna keep it a beat. Because that type of music made that fast type of lifestyle that's trapping and scamming. It made it look fun and enjoyable, bro. Like, you can't tell me that you don't feel like going on a drill after listening to a King Von song. Like, the shit he was doing was fucked up, but gosh, that was making that shit look fun. Like, he made O Block sound like a Disneyland resort, bro. Like, that is not okay. But because of that type of music, it made that whole thugging and trapping and hood lifestyle seem cool.
It's because we glorify it. Man, I like this little, what's his name? One Cloud 9. Yo, please go check out this man's channel, man. This is like the fourth one of his videos that I've watched that I really enjoyed. And dudes like this give me hope. Put it like that. When a gray beard clicks in and sees something like that, it gives me hope. It's nice. Here we go.
Explanatory, but if you don't understand, it's basically lying about every single thing said in your rap song. For example, I'm finna show y'all a person that y'all probably already know, a pretty popular rapper by the name of Lil Tech. He's known for his amazing music. Here's the thing, he caps a whole lot in his rap.
I got a pack, hit him and do it again. And I'm a friend. I have a girlfriend. I don't have no young ladies. Don't DM me. I got bands when I'm flying to France, drinking till in the land. Nah, I never went.
He an agent. He an agent. Yo, we've been talking about this all week on the show. They're agents. People who do just this are agents. You work for the other side. You selling poison from a literal sellout. Literal sellout. All right, here we go.
Know what I do to your mans. No, I ain't shooting the hands. Took an airline, took one again. Crashed a Rari, so I hopped in the Benz. I don't even drive. I don't even know how to drive. I got 2 twin Glocks, turn you to a dancer. I don't have no straps for nobody.
That nigga was talking about, I don't even drive. Why would I have a Rari? Oh, that nigga funny, bro. I will say one thing, though. Even though he does cap in his rap, I do appreciate that he actually calls himself out. Most of your favorite rappers don't do this. For example, even though he isn't black, a popular person who did this was 6ix9ine, and we seen how that ended up with him.
It was already supposed to happen.
Listen, I don't know what kind of gun that is.
I don't know what kind of gun that is. Young.
Gangsta rap was cool. But in all reality, I feel like all of that shit is lame because you should just represent where you from. Represent your bourbon. Represent your gate. Bro, be who you are. Stop trying to claim something you're not from. Being suburban and being safe and having a stable lifestyle is cool because you don't got to stress about the things that those other people who live that five type of lifestyle have to stress about. Peace and comfort.
The idea was supposed to be to save yourself from that so that you don't have to deal with that. That was the original, that was the game.
Is a good thing, but for some reason these people just don't understand that. Over here talking about were those gunshots or fireworks? Brother, you live in a gated community. Over here trying to make drill music when you come from a suburban home. Straight fallacies and misinformation over this beat. Oh, we had to make syrup sandwiches for dinner. Brother, you only know what that is because of that Kendrick Lamar song. Oh, some days I ain't know if the lights were gonna turn off. Brother, you have LED lights in your room. What are you talking about? And all of this type of shit really hits home to me because I was one of these people, like hardcore, every single one of these type of people. Bro, when I was younger, I wanted to be hard so bad. I looked up to a lot of different rappers. I just wanted to be known as that. Even though
they selling it to us, I'm gonna say it over and over again, it's being sold to y'all young people. Y'all don't remember when rap was something different. I'm telling you, it was another thing going on. It was the music of rebellion. I don't want to say too much.
Get your hand out of my pocket!
Loving family and both parents in my life, and I live in a good suburban neighborhood. I also live in Nashville, Tennessee, and if you know anything about Nashville, come on, bro. Like, I don't know who I was fooling, but I was so invested into making people think I was hard. Like, I would talk different, act different. I even made music about drilling, shooting, trapping at the ripe age of 13. Like, what are we talking about? Talking about I got shooters that will blick you down, yeah, on Fortnite, bitch. And I was just one of them stereotypical kids talking about doing crimes, but brother, I was a good kid, an outstanding citizen.
Nigga was upstanding citizen. There's nothing wrong with that. Be an upstanding citizen. That's the only way. If we don't do this, it's going to repeat and become progressively worse. Here we go.
And it was very disrespectful.
I'm trying not to break my shit. That's why I ain't last couple times I was like, damn, I hit that kind of hard. Pow, let's go. Wait a minute, nigga.
parents to even play like I did. But I was trying to be cool, and I thought that was the way to do it because that was the trend during that time. I understand why I thought that way, but at the same time, I should have just been myself. But I'm glad that I eventually came to terms with my suburban lifestyle and finally started to really appreciate the blessings and cherishes of my life. And of course, I'm not the only person who has fallen into this problem, right? I'm just lucky that I got out of it before it was too late. But not everybody can say the same thing. And eventually, they end up ruining the privilege that they was born into, which is problem number 2. Some of us fake it until we actually make it, but it ends up ruining our lives because it wasn't meant for us. All right, I'm gonna keep it a beam with this one. I got so many former homies that just start selling. They just start selling gas, serving, whatever. It's like, brother, why? Your name is Jonathan. You're a good boy. Be a good kid. And then these niggas will gaslight themselves into getting straps, talking about, yo, I ain't gonna lie with this type of lifestyle. I gotta be protected. If you gotta be protected for this type of lifestyle, why would you get into it? Like, brother, you went to a private school. Why are you selling drugs? And I'm gonna keep it a beam. A lot of the
because that's what they think is cool. And another thing I gotta say, I'm gonna tell you another reason. Because the girls like it. Women, you have to do your part in eradicating this madness. You have to. If y'all didn't fetishize what you believe to be the more dominant masculine traits, when in fact, most of these traits are quite feminine. To throw a fit and just unalive somebody because you're upset. Like, most of this stuff ain't even about money no more. These are feminine traits. Anyway, long story short, stop fucking them. If nobody fuck gangsters, it'd be a lot less gangsters. I guarantee you. I'm just saying. You just want to talk about all the power that women have and all this other shit? Y'all can stop this shit right now. Just start finding thugs unattractive. See how few thugs there are. Start finding good, wholesome men attractive. Let that get you slippery. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe I'm talking crazy. Maybe I'm crazy. Here we go. Lightly.
Reasons why they did a lot of this shit is because 1, it was cool, but 2, they wanted quick money and they didn't want to get a fucking job. Like, brother, go fill out a job application, please. I promise you, it's not that hard. All of a sudden, everybody wants to be a YN. And actually, that's a lie. It's just a stupid TikTok trend. Nobody really wants to be that. But again, trends like that, the YN trend, really just glorify that trapping, scamming, fast type of lifestyle that shouldn't be glorified. I had this one friend who was a straight A student. Very cool guy. I used to play basketball with him back in the day. And one day, he just moved out of my neighborhood. And we kind of fell off after that, right? Until one day, I was scrolling on Instagram and I seen his mugshot on one of the local news accounts, and when I read the description, it fucking alarmed me. Because the reason why he got arrested is because he was facing a double homicide, and there was outstanding evidence for the case.
Shit wasn't even something light. I'm not saying that makes it better, but God.
Yeah, that is going to jail for life. And he grew up in the same neighborhood that I grew up in. Both parents in his life. How did that happen? But apparently he started selling and the deal went bad, and that's just what happened. And now he'll probably lose his freedom. It's unfortunate and scary, but at the same time, that's the future for a lot of y'all YNs. Y'all think it's sweet right now until some bullshit happens, and now your freedom is gone when you was born into privilege. You literally started at a higher totem pole than everybody else. Somehow you still f***ed it all up, and now you're at the bottom. This is actually problem number 3. People won't let us be us. For some reason, okay, we're back now. Okay, let's get to it. For some reason, some people think that this is what a black man's supposed to be. A thug, ratchet, hoodlum, or a YN.
We've made street culture synonymous with black culture. We seem to appreciate elements of character that are not noble. We appreciate violence. We appreciate gangsterism. And of course, I already hear y'all, it's not every black person. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about popular black culture. We respect those things. We hold those things in high regard. And you lying if you say we don't. And no, not everybody. And of course we shouldn't, but we do. Don't pretend that we don't. Let's go.
If you're not this, or you don't want to be this, you're not really black. You're kind of whitewashed. Because for some reason, when you talk proper, or just like different things in general, different types of food, or like different type of music, than the majority masses, you're whitewashed. It's a very weird thing that we do in our community, and it's fucking disgusting. How can somebody not be black and just being themselves? This is a big thing that happens to a lot of suburban black kids. And this, okay, I'm gonna just be a fucking honest.
If the people you look up to are criminals or tell you that they're criminals, then the masses seek to be criminals.
Have black parents. Yes, we were raised in different principles and premises, but we're still the same people. It doesn't matter who I grew up hanging around, what I like doing. I'm still a black person. I was watching this video the other day, right? It was about this black girl, and she was just venting about how she feels weird about being a nerdy black girl and how other people treat her so differently or just look at her weird because she's who she is. It was calling her whitewashed because she was well-spoken, calling her weird because she wasn't trying to go to functions and shake ass. Just because somebody doesn't want to act hard and own a gun or shake ass at a party doesn't mean that they're any less black. We should
right. You're just a regular person and you're not into none of that. What's wrong with that?
eradicate that from our culture. That girl I was just talking about, she's perfectly black. She's actually beautiful. If you are suburban, don't feel the need to act like you're not. Be who you are. Black culture is strong. It's beautiful. Everybody admires it. And we as a younger generation of black people are glorifying the bad parts way more than we should be glorifying the good parts. Our culture isn't ratchet shit. It's us. We decide what it is. So don't put yourself in a box that you think you should be in. Be you. Because me and you are the culture. We represent.
He gives me hope. One Cloud 9.
Instagram, second channel, Snapchat, blah, blah, blah. You